Sorry guys, I can't make a tiny URL of that. Just Google penis fish and you'll see what I mean.
I don't know if I want to
That,
Google
that's
this.
a very dangerous. Yeah, that's a very dangerous sounding Google search.
It'll bring up the actual thing.
Am I looking for the Wikipedia?
Image search.
I don't know. They might be like looking up Tub Girl.
No.
No. No. This is an actual animal. The actual animal comes up in the image search. FYI, the Japanese like to eat it raw with some soy sauce, alive.
I think. Oh my god. I think I just Googled that for the stream. Oh.
I'm sorry. Where were we? We were going to bed after everyone realizing Brady is trying to kill his character by a lynch mob. And we're going to wake up in the morning and we're going to find out why the sheriff stalks the pretty lady. And we're going to find out where the map is.
I'm going to figure out why the sheriff stalked the pretty lady.
And this is rhetorical. And we are going to go on a sting operation to catch Brady in the act of vandalizing the monument, and then possibly hang him. All out of care.
We need to talk to the sheriff. I have more research to do. We might want to find a map.
What more research do you need?
We know about the prison. What do we actually know about? Well, we know about the prisoners. What do we actually know about the prison?
God damn it, Sean! You're gonna keep us here forever.
I'm not keeping anyone anywhere. Feel free to go investigate.
I could go with 500 more experience points before we go into the prison. Just saying. Just throw that out there.
Besides, has anybody actually thought about, asking if there's a map?
I think we asked the father and he said to go to the town council.
Yeah.
Princess also had a bad dream the night they all went to sleep.
If anyone was to walk into his room right now, they would see Prentice curled up in the fetal position on his bed with his thumb in his mouth.
With a pool of piss around him?
Dream?
Not quite that bad.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, that dream.
With a, yeah, with a thing.
Here we go.
Following you? That thing?
Yeah.
What else happened, Laszlo?
We found a dead cow. We investigated a dead cow.
A dead
That
cow.
was a session before.
Ash now owes me a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
I owe you a drink.
No, you owe me a bottle of wine.
You agreed to a bottle of
that was made.
You agreed to a bottle of wine.
Was it a bottle? I don't remember.
It was a.
I'll buy you something.
It was a bottle.
I'll buy you something later.
We did a bunch of research, killed a zombie, dumped the body, and played with Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evelyn is following us around. I think Evelyn has the hots for Prentice.
Do what now?
She likes you. She's toying with you.
No.
No.
That and we figured out that Ash is a fucking part bear.
Man bear pig.
He's man bear pig.
He just hasn't shown his pig. He just hasn't shown the pig side.
Brady, the way you phrase that.
Have you seen me eat?
What do you mean?
The way you phrased that, it sounded like he fucked part of a bear.
What? What did
It's how it came across to me. I'm sorry.
no. Explain how that came across, because I don't get that. Well, how did
You said he was fucking part.
Oh.
You said it was fucking part bear, but when you said it, there was a little pause that I took as A.
Yes.
It was weird. Yes.
Yes, Ash has
Anyways,
ripped Good.
you all wake up in the morning. Princess, you've been awake for a while because you weren't able to get back to sleep, supposedly.
Still in the same position, thumb in mouth.
Prentice, are you alright? I heard you cry out last
No.
night. Did you have a bad dream?
Yes.
You want to talk about it? Was that a no?
No.
Was it a ghost?
Yes.
Was it chasing you?
Yeah.
Aw, it's alright. It's morning now. There are no ghosts now. Just take a
Bullshit.
nap later. Just take a nap later.
I quickly pop my head in the door and
Pardon
go,
Bitch.
boo!
As you walk down the stairs, you smell eggs are cooking. Very buttery.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out why I couldn't move with the keyboard. I was using the wrong keyboard.
Fail. Well, they'll come and sit down, and a few minutes pass. Kendra comes out with a plate of eggs, and she lays down a serving in front of each of you and sits down.
Thank you, Kendra.
She looks around. What was that commotion last night? I thought I heard screaming.
Ah, it's just a heated debate.
Y'all were up that late? It was like probably at 4 a.m. or so.
That might have been Prentice. He had a
Sheepishly
nightmare last
raised my
night.
hand. That was me.
Kendra walks over to you. Are you okay?
I think so.
Okay. Well, don't try to scream at night. It might make people think something bad is going on here.
Okay.
And she kind of goes back down and sits at the table and begins eating and asks, "Oh, what are y'all going to do today?"
Well, I'm gonna help the sheriff out some. Well, that's later in the evening.
I'm gonna go to the schoolhouse.
We do need to go tell him about the zombie.
He does not believe in zombies.
Kendra's face goes pale.
Different zombie, Kendra, sorry.
She kind of looks. Wait, there was another one?
Last night before we got back.
That does not bode well.
Yeah, Evelyn was watching us and we killed it. She scampered off.
Well, she is a weird one.
Yeah. Well, there's more zombies afoot. Well, might want to try and complete the professor's work before it gets worse.
She nods in agreement. She looks over towards Valorant. Oh, I was meaning to tell you something, Valorant. Yesterday while I was in town shopping, I was hearing some things from the town folk. You might want to be careful. Some of the citizens don't really care for you.
Thank you for the information, but I believe I'll be fine.
Well, alright. Just be aware that they're watching your every move.
Well, if we can attribute the goings-on we've seen lately to the Harrowstone. I think it would behoove us to begin our search of the ruins post haste.
Well, if that's
Agreed.
what if that's what you feel needs to be done, then you should head out that way.
I think Prentice wanted to get a bit more information before we step in, though. Not a bad idea.
Definitely
Well,
not.
it seems like
Learning
Prentice
is
always
always a
wants
good
just
thing.
a little more information.
That's because Prentice doesn't want to die.
On that note, Kendra kind of stands up and picks up your cleaned plates and carries on back to the other room and begins to.
Well, we're wasting daylight. What else do you think you need to know about the prison?
About the prison and its history rather than the prisoners.
You might have to go to the council and convince them
I'm
that you
going
need
to
that information.
check. I'm going to check with the father first. He seems pretty on the ball with that kind of stuff.
I think he implied last time that you'd be better served going to the council or elsewhere. I don't think he has those
He
records.
said that about a map.
How about the school teacher? He might know more.
I'm gonna be heading there myself, so
Not sure I really want to mess with the school teacher again.
why not? He seemed like a fun guy.
Just trust me. And besides, you never know. Grimborough might let me into any, like, private records he has.
For a little something something.
Right. So, did I hear something about the alchemy lady being cautious about the sheriff?
Yes, she asked me to.
She was worried about. She was worried about him snooping around her store late at night.
Perhaps we can investigate that for her while Prentice and one of the others look into more information about the prison. That way we're doing two birds with one stone.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, well, who wants to do research and who wants to interrogate a sheriff nicely over beer or something?
Well, I'm sure I can reason with the sheriff.
I would take it kind of, hey, sheriff, you got any love interest in town? Just want to get to know you and everyone else better. Kind of line of questioning. Anywho.
And back during the very first section, whenever we get the professor's belongings, wasn't there still some books that needed to be unlocked?
I do believe.
There was one book that had a lock on it. You failed to pick the lock on the first time you tried.
You could possibly try it again, I guess.
I think
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Okay, you can roll a disable device check for me. So you go and you get the book out of the chest, and it was the purple book that had the gold scarab on the front of it. Alright, you think the lock starts to become a little loose, but you can't really get it open.
Yeah, I should have been trying every session. I just not thought about it.
It's cool. I mean, you could technically try as many times as you want. Since you're in like a situation where you technically could take a 20. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you at the moment, if even taking a 20, you won't be able to open the book with your modifier.
Fuck.
It's a very hard lock.
Can we aid another?
Not on picking.
Can we destroy the lock? Without damaging the book.
Well, the lock is a part of the book, so when you return the book, it's gonna have a busted lock. But if you wish to do that,
No.
And tonight when I go to sleep, I'll just leave it on my face, and when the skull crusher comes, he'll open it for us.
Good plan. Good plan.
Right, so research and sleuthing, let's go.
Woo!
Skull crusher comes, he'll open it for us.
Good plan. Good plan.
yeah, okay. Raven Grow go.
I'm gonna go this way. See you later.
Careful of the woods.
Yep.
You want to do an experiment?
No.
Do you want company?
Princess,
Sure.
make a perception
Certainly.
check. You don't see anything.
Yay! Wait.
Okay, so it. Alright, Valrin, make me a perception check. You notice on this house there's another painted board. This one says "Death to the Purple Devil."
Which house?
house right here with the chimney.
That one?
They all have chimneys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I look at it and I'm just pissed. I keep walking. I'll come back for them later.
Okay. Which of you guys want to go first? Since we'll have someone at Alandru, someone at the sheriff's, and someone at the temple. Who of you
Roll
would like
zero's
to go
highest.
first? Yep, there you go. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna roll a 3-sided die. 1 is temple, 2 is sheriff, 3 is Alandru. Alright, we're just gonna go in numerical order then. So we're gonna roleplay Princess first.
Yay!
Alright, Princess. You enter the temple and you see the Father Grimborough and Eveline both with their backs turned to you looking at something laid across the altar. But you can't see what they're looking at.
Announce myself. Good morning, Father Grimborough. Evelyn, you cheeky little minx.
They turn around and the Grimborough like motions over to Evelyn kind of frantically, but she kind of ignores him and looks at him. It's okay. He saw it already.
Yeah, walk forward and see what they're trying to hide. What Father Grimborough's trying to hide.
There's a zombie corpse on the altar.
Does it look familiar?
It looks very familiar. You think you tried to talk to this one at one point in time.
Is this the one we... Eve, is this the one we had to face last night?
Mm-hmm. I got it out the river.
Why?
So I could show it to Father Grimborough, of course. And he kinda
Okay.
he's looking at it. Grimborough looks at you. Very grave indeed. Souls arising from the grave. Negative energy must be afoot right now.
As we said, things are getting stranger.
Eve said that you and your friends killed this thing. Do you have any idea what it was doing?
It was eating a cow.
Pig.
Pig.
Bacon.
Animal.
Bacon.
Well, at least it was an animal and not a person.
This time.
Yes, this time. I guess I'm going to have to start walking around at night and watching out for zombies. I have no idea how I'll explain it to the sheriff, but it'll be odd to see an old man like me walking around that late at night. But for the safety of the town, I feel it's my duty. He kind of looks at Eveline. Eveline, during the night shift, you'll need to watch the temple. I'm afraid you're not of much use against them. And she kind of pouts and, it's like, okay, I'll watch the temple and don't play with the zombie.
You know she's gonna take that as a challenge, right?
He looks at you, well, Her training is quite opposite of mine. She's always focused on the negative aspects of energy, while I've always been on positive.
I'm just saying, she's got a bit of that mad genius vibe going. I wouldn't put anything past her.
Kind of glances over at her, and she kind of sheepishly kind of looks away. Well, she'll be okay. No, he hands some stuff over to Eveline. Now, go take these and prepare for tonight's services. And she obliges and goes to a back room. Father Grimbo pokes and prods the zombie a little bit more and looks back at you. Well, I don't expect you came here for this. What brings you here?
Well, it has come to my attention that in doing research on the prisoners of Harrowstone, I was completely remiss in not actually researching Harrowstone at all. I was hoping that there was information in your records.
Well, not really on the prison itself in my records. I can give you what I know about Harrowstone, but then again, any sort of architectural records or town records, that's going to be at the council.
I'm more interested in the general history of Harrowstone at the moment.
Well, I've been here quite a while. I can fill you in on what I know. He points over to a pew. Take a seat.
Alrighty.
And he comes and he sits down beside. Oh, I was just a little boy when they built Harrowstone. And it was kind of a controversy bringing a prison like this to our little town. And it was designed to hold the worst of the worst prisoners from all over Galeria. A maximum security prison for the worst of all the world. Well, it's brought great boon to our town in terms of business. Many guards came, our town grew. It was a very interesting situation, though it did kind of leave an air of negativity in the town, because no prisoner was ever sent to Harrowstone to stay, per se. Now, as you see, the prisoners of Harrowstone were sent there as their last destination to hold them before being executed. Now, many executions happened there over the course of the time, and they were about to hold 5 more, and, well, then the fire happened. And he kind of looks off in the distance as he says,
What can you tell me about the circumstances around the fire?
well, really more hearsay than anything else. No one truly knows what happened in there besides the evidence from afterwards. You see, there were no survivors. Supposedly, a fire broke out during a riot in the prison. Some prisoners managed to escape and started a riot. A fire broke out and it burned the building to a crisp. Just a shell of it remained. Every single guard, including the guard's captain, lost. Every prisoner lost. And one unfortunate other was lost as well. The warden's wife, fearing for her husband's safety, went in to try to find him and never could escape. A good 75 souls were lost on that night. Is there anything else you have specific questions about?
I do believe that's it. I may want to go check with the town council and see if they're willing to answer some questions this time.
Hmm. I highly doubt it. They're stubborn and set in their ways, but it is worth a shot.
If we really are going to actually investigate the prison physically, I want as much information as possible, so I have to try.
Well, fair enough. Best of luck to you. And, try not to find any more zombies.
I'll try, but you never know.
Hmm. He puts his hand on your shoulder and gives you a blessing of Pharasma and heads back over to look at the zombie again and bids you farewell.
Alright, and as I walk out the door, I'm gonna ask him to be careful on his nighttime walks.
Thank you much. I'll be able to handle myself just fine, though. He nods to
Cool. And I'm gonna make my way to the town council.
you. Okay. I will have you make a perception check on the way, but I'm going to move over to someone else now. Alright, to the sheriff. Ash, Hellthorpe, Zarkleen, you walk into the sheriff's office. The drunkard is in the back, being gave breakfast by the deputy. The sheriff is sitting at his desk, feet on the desk, and his hat is across his eyes.
Good day, Sheriff.
You startle him, and he kind of jerks around for a second, and he stops, and he adjusts his hat, looks at you. Well, I wasn't sleeping. Good day to you, Paladin.
Sheriff, are you quite alright? You seem to be tired most times we meet lately.
Well, increased patrols will do that. Have to stay up all night watching after the town.
Do you watch out after some people more than others?
Mm. Make a diplomacy check on that.
I'll eat him.
Yeah, how are you gonna aid on the diplomacy check? I just want to know how you're gonna do that.
I don't know. Grunt approvingly.
Smile.
Without looking creepy. Fine, I'll allow it. Roll. You need to roll a diplomacy check and beat a DC 10.
I do.
Yeah. Hmm, 17, 18, 19. He looks at you. Well, I mean, I do. Take a look out of our more prominent citizens, more so than our common folk, I could say that.
And Jolinda? Does anything about her whereabouts catch your attention?
Hmm? He starts to speak and stutters a bit and then stops. Well, she's a fine townsfolk. Her business brings in revenue for the town, and yeah, I mean, we watch out for all of our merchants here in the town.
Can I sense motive?
Jolinda's meant.
Kurt?
What? Y'all were saying something and then stopped mid saying.
I asked if I can sense motive.
Yeah, you can sense motive. Yeah. I mean, you can't really tell anything. You definitely think he's telling the truth, but you don't find anything really odd with his statement.
Hmm.
That
I was feeling sorry,
Jolinda's a
Clea.
fine-looking.
I'll type.
That Jolinda's a fine-looking woman, though, isn't she, Sheriff?
You could say that. That she is.
I was considering asking her to the concert the other night. Out of character, I want to sense. I want to, like, look for
Just get
his
his reaction.
reaction. Yeah.
Okay. You could do a perception check or a sense motive check on that. Ash, you don't perceive anything.
That was a sense mode.
Okay, that was a sense motive. He he looks slightly uncomfortable with you saying that, but nothing too terribly indicative. And he kind of looks. Well, I don't know if she would go for an outsider.
You might be right, Sheriff. What kind of guys does she go for, do you think?
Mm, I really don't know. It's not much of my business.
Have you ever wanted it to make it your business?
You can make a diplomacy check on that.
Ate another. Damn.
He kind of looks at you and gives you a really funny look. Paladin, I like you and all, but that's really not any of your business to be, sure. I'd prefer not to answer that.
My apologies, Sheriff. I suppose at this point I should just come clean and say that Jolinda's maid says she's wary of you at night, that she's seen you around her store, and asked that we inquire as to or search for the reason as to why that would be.
Mm. Well, sheriff's gotta do sheriff things. Gotta patrol around all the places. And you can make a sense motive on that as well.
How about perception?
Yeah, you can perception as well. Y'all are pretty oblivious. He
How
sold
about
it pretty well.
Zarkling?
Yeah, Zar can make a roll if Zar likes to make a roll. No, he sold it pretty well. Well, anyway, her shop is of value. Yeah, she sells some of the more expensive things in town. Of course, I'm gonna have to watch after it more closely. Don't want any ruffians coming in the night, would you?
My apologies, Sheriff. This seems to have been a misunderstanding.
Oh,
Well, she was just worried, Sheriff. We figured we'd look into it for her.
I wish you would have brought it directly up with me. Well, oh well. Maybe I'll go talk with you later.
Yeah, well, it just seems that she sees you awfully lot around her shop. Just know what to think of it.
Hmm. Well, thank you for the information.
Welcome, Sheriff. Sorry to bother you. We are still on tonight for that sting operation, right? Watching the monument?
Ah, yes, thanks for reminding me. I guess I should prepare for that and make sure to get a lot of sleep.
Yeah, we'll be at Kendra's later in the evening, so just stop by and collect us whenever it is you're ready.
Will do. He walks over to the deputy. Uh, pats him on the shoulder. It's like, you're sheriff for the day. I need to go home and get some sleep in an actual bed. Long night ahead of me. And the deputy smiles and kind of jaunts over to the desk and sits down at the desk and kind of looks around. And the sheriff walks out the back door of the jail. The deputy is looking very overwhelmed at the desk, but also very excited to be behind.
Can we ask the deputy about the sheriff?
If you wish.
Well, I'm not gonna ask. I'll wait, though.
Excuse me, Deputy. I don't think we've been formally introduced. I'm Halethorpe, and these are my friends Ash and Zarkley.
Hi.
Ah, hello. Well, guess it'd be rude for me not to say my name. My name's Gip. Been sheriff's deputy for a while now. First time I ever sat in his chair, though.
It's a grave responsibility he's given you. I'm sure you're up to the task.
I sure hope so. You know, they're a quiet town. Stuff normally doesn't go on. It's been pretty exciting the last few days. He points over to the drunkard in the cell. Normally that's our only charge, but we got all these angry citizens about some devil in town. We got a monument going on. Hell, I've heard even whispers of a necromancer. This is some big city stuff going on.
Well, if there's anything we can do to help, don't think of asking. Don't think twice of asking. Uh, Say, Gip, do you know if the sheriff is fond of Jolinda?
Well, he is always lurking about her place. And I know he's a shy guy and all, but I don't know. I don't know if that's my place to say, to be fair. But the sheriff keeps to himself. Doesn't really seem to talk about his past or his personal life very much. Whenever he's in office, it's all business.
Well, the sheriff is a consummate professional.
And the deputy nods. Damn right he is. Best sheriff I've ever seen.
Well,
So I take we're
thank
not
you,
gonna get
Gip.
anything else out of him. Thank you, man.
Yeah, be able to get much. Ah, thank you much for coming by. Drop by anytime.
Will do. Well, let's let her know what we found out.
Well, the sheriff seemed to be on the up and up. I couldn't divine any deception in him.
I think he has the hots.
I suspect you're right.
Now let's go tell her. Prepare for an awkward conversation later. Hello.
You walk into Amindo's shop. As you open the door, a strong puff of incense basically reach your nose as you open the door. And you see her sitting at a table, and she's drawing cards and, sniffing in the incense and reading the card. She doesn't seem to notice you there.
I knock on the counter.
She stops and looks kind of out of it, like she had just been broken out of a trance, and sees you there. Sorry. You caught me off guard there. Welcome to my shop. What
Well,
can I
we
do for you?
inquired with the sheriff about that matter you spoke to us about.
Oh, I did not mean for you to be that direct,
Well,
but
sheriff's a direct guy. We're kind of friendly with him, but well, he gave us the line saying that he pays particular attention to the merchants in town, make sure they're safe. I think there's more to it than that. I think he's kind of shy. He might linger around your shop more than others, but that might be for more personal reasons on his side, if you know what I mean.
she looks at you kind of confused, and she starts just laughing. So, so you mean he's not investigating all the rumors the town folks are spreading about me?
Which rumors?
Oh, some of the townsfolk think I'm like a poisoner of some sort.
Well, I hadn't heard anything about that. Neither has the deputy.
Well,
What
that's a relief to
what
say the least.
what did they say you've poisoned?
No, they haven't said I've poisoned anything other than that I make the poisons to sell to unscrupulous individuals. I tell you, I don't do any of that. And she kind of sticks her nose up in the air. But well, if what you say is true, then I don't think I have anything to worry about.
Well, like I said, he seems like kind of a shy guy. When he heard you were worried about it, he made mention that you should just come to him directly, if you were concerned.
Hmm, I guess I should do that. He has never indicated any harm. Well, maybe tomorrow I'll stop by his office. Well, or today.
He's gone home to sleep, or going to be out late tonight with him, investigating an issue. So tomorrow morning might be a better time.
Hmm, fair enough. Well, thank you for your work you have done. I feel a good bit better.
If you really do think the townsfolk are spreading rumors about you poisoning people, maybe you should tell them how you feel about that anyway.
Well, that is true. I never want to cause trouble. We're a small town here, and I don't want to overwhelm them any more than they already are.
I understand that completely. So, what were you doing when we came in?
Hmm. I was just, well, attempting to read the future. At least in the
Your,
limited way that I can.
yours or someone else's?
No, just mine at the moment. Though I have offered to you before for all of you to come by and I can do a horror reading for all of you.
Well, what would that cost?
Hmm, well, normally I would charge about 50 gold for the group, but bearing, your direct asking of the sheriff on my behalf, which I did not expect you to even do, I could do a reading for you for free. All it costs me is some incense to do, really.
That sounds interesting. Sure, I'd like to do that. Broaden my horizons.
Are our
Very well.
are our companions required to be here as well?
Hmm? I could do it for you now, and you could make them jealous that they didn't get their harrows read. Or you could bring them back at a later time.
I think Valorant should have his read.
Hmm. That's the devil, isn't it? The town folks have
Hey,
seemed to take in quite a stance against.
he's not a devil. He's a tiefling. He's only part devil, not whole devil. And he's a good kid. We just misunderstood.
Yeah, he seems decent enough to me. Unfortunately, the townspeople here are vain and can't get past his appearance.
The purple horny bit?
Yeah, that bit. Well, anyway, bring back your friends, and I'll set up a reading for all of you.
Alright, we'll do that. Have a good morning.
She nods and kind of shuffles her cards together. Have a good day.
Good day, miss.
You as well.
All right, Valrin, you enter into a laundry shop. As you enter, Alandru is in the back, busily mixing potions away.
I walk back to him and I'll be like, "Hey, Alondru, what you mixing up this time for me?"
As you say that, it startles him and he drops one of the vials. It breaks on the floor and you watch a hole burn into the floor all the way through. And he just stares at it for a moment. Looks back at you. Don't scare me!
Sorry, I didn't
Damn, my floor!
mean to scare you. You told me I should come back and try some more potions, so as long as they're not meant to harm me, I'm here.
He looks there at the floor. Well, I don't suspect you want to be trying that one. And he's kind of looking at the hole.
Preferably
I
not.
wonder what that would do to the. I wonder what that would do to the insides of someone.
Probably liquefy them.
Interesting. Liquefied innards. Hmm. Well, I don't see a practical use for that. So, you say you want to try potion.
I do, but I do have some conditions. Should I like the potion,
And?
should I like the potion, the effects that it gives me or anything like that, I get one to keep for myself, and
So what you're saying
Mhm.
is I make a potion, you try it, if you like it, you get one for free.
correct.
Okay. And if you don't like
If I don't like it, then there's no issue. But if I don't like it, we may have a problem.
and why would we have a problem?
You know what the townsfolk have been saying about me being the devil, don't you?
Hmm? Yeah. I've heard it quite a lot.
You wouldn't want to be known to have an association with the devil, would you?
Why, they know I'm just a merchant and I sell it anyway. Even if you are a thief.
But what would they think if they knew that you were making potions for me and doing experiments? They might think you were giving me stuff to kill people, providing me with the means to harm them.
Yes, or they could think I'm trying to kill you. They all know my potions are unstable. No one from the town dare drink 'em.
Well, then we may just have an issue between the two of us. And at this point, Can I make a intimidate roll?
You can.
Well, damn.
He kind of looks at you. Ah, what kind of issue could you possibly have with me to make me fear it? To me, this sounds like a win-win proposition. I give you potions. I get to test them out. Probably you're not gonna like it, and I don't have to make any more.
If I don't like it, I just don't come back then. How about that? You lose your only person willing to experiment.
Well, then I guess I'll have to go back to dog, or squirrels, or rabbits, or any other type of animal I can trap.
But they won't be able to tell you what the potion is doing. Like I can.
Meh. He just kind of looks, and shrugs. So, you say you want to try one.
Again, my
Let's
conditions.
see. Your conditions sound like a win-win to me. Let me brew up a potion quickly here for you. And he goes to the back and he starts mixing stuff around. And he uh brings out a after a little while of mixing, he brings a bottle to you. It's shaped like an egg. and the bottle appears to be made out of clay. Yeah, I have no idea what this is going to do. Let's take a see.
What do you hope that it would do?
Well, to be fair, I don't really know. I just mix some random stuff together. You never know what happens, so I just put ingredients down and I take notes on what happens.
You never let me get to my second condition. Before I take this,
Well, what's the second condition?
I want a little bit of compensation. I'm looking to make a little bit of money.
He looks at you. And what kind of money are you thinking?
I don't know. What would be a fair price for you? What would you think?
I'll pay you 10 silver per potion.
10 silver a potion. Out of character, 10 silver equals up to...
1 gold.
Okay,
He's paying a gold per try, dude.
yeah. 10 silver? I can do that. But I want the money up front. You hand me the money, then the potion, I drink the potion, I pocket the money.
He puts 10 silver down on the counter and hands you the potion. As you get the potion, you can kind of get a whiff of the liquid inside. It smells like sewage.
Oh, fun. Well, I guess here we go. And then I just down the entire potion.
Alright. Oh,
Yeah, of course. I
Yep.
stated that.
alright. Time to roll some random stuff and see what it does.
Woo! Don't kill me or fuck me in the ass. I don't want to.
Well, it tasted like milk.
Okay, that's better than if it smells like sewage and tastes like milk. That's fine.
It was lumpy,
Oh.
so it tasted like lumpy milk. Now let's see what actually happens.
It pretty much cottage cheese.
66.
666, mother.
Order 66. Kill all the Jedi.
Kurt,
Alright, you don't really feel anything at the moment.
okay.
It makes I sent you a whisper of what it does. You can roleplay it out. It
Legitimately?
makes very sense with how it tastes. Yes.
Oh, dude. Thank God. Okay.
So, he looks at you. Well, how do you feel?
Well, I don't really feel too much different. Meow. What was that?
He kind of looks at you. You're feeling fine? You look a little confused there.
I don't really.
Yeah,
I feel just fine.
well, all right. Well, do you care to try another one?
Meow. Sure. What? Was that me?
Well, I don't have a cat.
Are you sure? Has there been
Yeah.
one? Has there been one around here lately?
No. River keeps all the cats away from here.
Okay then. What exactly did the potion do to me then?
Well,
Meow.
I don't know.
The f-
Wait. Why do you keep meowing like a cat? Did the potion do that to you?
It must have. What the hell?
Meow. Well, could be worse. Let's hope it's not permanent. Anyway, like to try another.
Sure. Let's do this. Meow.
Would you like another of these potions?
I think it could make for some fun. Yes, please.
So he brews up you one and hands it to you.
It is going into my inventory as potion of meow.
Okay. All right. Let's make up another potion. He's going to work on one for you.
Oh, okay. Where's my pencil?
All right, he starts working again, and he brings out a glass bottle this time. It's kind of shaped like a test tube. Puts a gold piece on the counter. Looks at you.
So you put the gold on the counter?
Yep.
Alright. Do you have any idea of what this one's supposed to do?
Not at all. More random ingredient. The liquid in this vial is turquoise.
Alright. I take it, I say bottoms up, and down it.
All right. This one tastes like bacon. And it has a very rich and thick texture to it as you down it. By the way, these things are total RNG, so whatever
Yeah.
you get, yeah.
We talked about this. I knew what I was getting myself into.
$41. All right. So as you swig that one down, the hair on top of your head turned turquoise instead of the black that it. As it happens, he pops back. Whoa! Well, I've never seen someone purple with turquoise hair before. Rad style.
Eh. Hope it's not permanent. Otherwise, I'll be having to go and grab some dye.
Let me
'cause-
roll the link.
Meow.
And he looks at you. Well, he kind of looks back at his table. I might be able to do one more if you like to take the gamble.
Why not?
Alright, process repeats itself. He puts the gold on the counter, works around a little bit. Gives you one with a white flask that's kind of bell-shaped.
Okay.
If you look in it, it is a, really? It's a purple potion.
Okay.
And it smells like mint.
Okay. Well. Meow. Let's do this. And I drink the
Chug it
entire
down.
potion. Yep.
Tastes like grape.
Of course. Wait. Does it taste like
The rolls
grape?
are fucking, amazing.
Does it taste like grapes?
Yeah, it tastes like
Or does it
grapes.
taste like grape? Because there's a difference between grapes and grape.
It, it tastes like grapes.
Ah, okay.
And it's syrupy.
That's weird.
It's like the worst cough medicine you ever had.
Oh
Minty, grapey, and syrupy.
god. Oh god.
And let's see what.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you've gambled 3 times. This is your third gamble.
Yep. Third's a charm.
80. Well, so this is very interesting. It appears to have no effect. You rolled skin turns color of potion.
Wait, what?
The 83 is skin turns color of of the potion. It had no effect. You drunk it, had no effect.
The potion fizzled.
He kind of looks at you. Well, what you think? That one kind of smelt good.
It doesn't seem to, do anything.
Yeah, well, consider yourself lucky.
Yeah. How long do you think it'll be before you have
What?
more potions for me?
It'll take me a few days to get more ingredients. So come back in about 3 days and we can do 3 again.
All right. As well as I have a question for you.
Alright.
Are there any ingredients that you are looking for, perhaps, that I may be able to pick up on my travels?
Well, I'm just gonna let you say anything that you find interesting. Let's say that. Because I'll put anything into a potion. Who knows what it'll do?
All right, and would you pay me for these ingredients? Meow.
And he looks. Maybe. It depends on what it is.
Hey, I mean, it is skinwalker piss. So,
Well,
Tastes like Mountain Dew.
is there anything else? Oh,
um, do you have anything of interest for me, um, in your stock? Anything new that you're selling?
hmm? No, my stock hasn't changed since the last time you were here. Yeah, we're a small town. I don't get new shipments in often.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I will be back by later on then.
Goodbye. Meow meow. He kind of taunts you.
Meow. Bye. Fuck. Oh. This is gonna be great. Meow.
Alright, Princess, as you're walking to the bridge, make me your perception check.
Doo doo doo.
Princess, you see an axe floating in the woods.
And running.
Okay. So, you're running full speed as you see Valrin walking out of Alandru's.
Move!
I clothesline Prentice as he tries to walk by.
Alright, that will be a combat maneuver check.
Alright, what do I roll?
On your character sheet, there's melee. On the main, there's a melee, a range, and a CMB. D20 plus CMB.
Oh, it makes it easy. Everything's +5. Sorry, Sean.
Princess, what is your combat maneuver defense?
Is that just CMD?
Yeah.
15.
Alright, so you're running and you don't even see it, and all of a sudden there's an arm and you're on the ground.
Ow.
What the hell
And
are you
above
running
you
from?
is what looks to be Valrin with turquoise hair.
The hell happened to you?
I tried some potions from Alandru. And, let's... Meow, just... God damn it, that's one of the side effects. Oh,
Uh-huh. How about the meowing?
that is one as well.
Uh-huh. Reason you decided to turn into a roadblock?
What the hell are you running from?
Gee, I don't know. What do I usually run from?
Everything?
What have I been running from lately?
Oh, let's just say some floating axes?
Then what do you think I'm running from now?
I don't know. Maybe you saw something spooky in the river.
Princess, make me a perception check.
Oh!
Oh! Alright, that ties, but he did have a natural 20, so I'm gonna give it to him. Sorry, Princess.
Woo!
Damn it.
I poke him in the back.
So, out of nowhere, something pokes you in the back, Princess.
Roundhouse kick.
You're on the ground.
Then how'd he poke
He's
me on
up.
the back?
Yeah, he's standing back up. He
Oh.
got up.
You're.
So you're gonna try to roundhouse kick. Alright. Make me a melee attack.
Internal combat.
Alright, what am I rolling again?
Just your melee.
Alright.
And you're gonna have a pretty big negative modifier on this. So we'll see. So
Oh, you
you
wouldn't hit
spin
anyway.
around trying to kick at Ash, and you spin around 2 times and don't hit anything.
I was pretty much gonna say I probably spun and landed back on my ass, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. And you're looking right at Ash.
What the hell have I told you about that?
Please, sir, may I have some more?
No, I said don't do it.
Oh, you're running away again.
Meow.
Maybe.
You want to do an experiment?
No.
Let's make him do an experiment.
You can't make me do anything, you little cat.
Cat. Dear
Just
God,
let him.
your
Just
hair's
let him
turquoise.
talk more.
What did you do?
I tried
I
some
mean, it's kind of going with
potions.
your skin color, but potions. Okay. Did you get paid?
I did 3 gold.
Well, there you go. That's all that matters. Now, Prentice, to the experiment. What I want you to do. What?
It's
Just meow.
one of the side effects.
Okay. Prentice, I want you to go into the woods again by yourself, and when you see the axe, come running. We'll be just a little bit behind you. We'll go looking, okay?
Yeah, no. I have other stuff to do.
All right, the council. Well, let's go there and take care of it. Oh, by the way, we talked Jaminda into doing a tarot card reading for everyone for free. So, whenever you're open for doing that, we can go do that.
I
Tarot
don't
card
think he'll
reading,
want
sorry.
to do that. Meow.
Yes, because the fates aren't involved enough in my life already. Why not invite them for some more?
Hey, could be fun.
I'm gonna go find books now.
So that's a no on the tarot card readings for both of you.
I'm good for it.
I'm gonna get my research out the way first.
You
Already had Paladin.
Althorpe to help you?
I already had Paladin breathing down my neck about putting off going to the prison again.
You want the Paladin to talk to them for you? Because he's good at that.
Considering that they're dicks anyway, from what Father Grimborough said, I don't think it's gonna help.
It might.
Or I could try to persuade them.
Yeah, bullshit.
Hey,
Maybe meowing will cause them to laugh so hard they won't care. Well, Prentice saw another ghost. Kitty boy here is meowing and has to do a hair color.
shut
But Prentice doesn't want to get his hair cards read for him. But if you want to go ahead and do that when he talks to the council members, we can do it. Or you can
Meow.
help him in the council room. Meow.
That might be a good idea.
Alright, Hellthorpe, you see Prentice about to walk into the council building.
Prentice, I thought I could be of some assistance.
Any help is welcome, but I've been told that these aren't gonna be the easiest people to talk to.
I'm sure we can persuade them to see reason.
Famous last words.
So, are we all going to get our cards read, or is the Paladin just not going to be in on it?
Well, for the well, the paladin also, I think, may have wanted to do that too. So we'll wait for Halethorpe to come back. Until then, let's see if the dog will chase you.
I'm gonna let Halethorpe take the lead in talking to these people, and I'll aid when it's needed.
Alright, so you walk into the building and the council members are sitting at the back of the town hall. They're all kind of filling out different papers.
Excuse me, good counselors.
None of them look up.
Pardon the intrusion, but we have a request for you.
Shonda looks up, points over to the table. Requests are filed over at that desk, and they'll be seen in a timely order.
Well, timeliness is why we are here. We're about to journey to Harrowstone. We're wondering if we could procure a map from you.
Make a diplomacy check. For this, you can try to aid by, like, begging or pleading or something.
Sean,
Yeah,
give
I'll
him your aid.
plead and look real innocent.
Alright, 16, 18. She looks at you. Well, why? Why do you want to go to Harrowstone? You're not planning to rob the prison and what we've all left there to let bad memories die.
If only we could, good lady. I'm afraid that we suspect that Harrowstone is the source of some darkness coming to your small village. Any assistance on your part would be invaluable.
Herfmount kind of speaks up. Darkness. Harrowstone. Harrowstone's been here for years. The darkness didn't begin until your devil friend came.
Well, if you're correct, then maybe he'll die when we're in Harrowstone and you'll be rid of him.
Hmm. Yes, maybe so. But I'm afraid I cannot give you a map of the facility, as those are classified documents.
Why should a map of ruins be classified?
Because we don't want no random folk going in there and getting any idea. A place of death trap. I mean, it burned almost 50 years or so ago. Things falling apart. Hell, our map's probably out of date now if all the walls have collapsed in.
I suspect you're right, but it would be peace of mind for my friend Prentice here if we could obtain this map and be on our way. The faster we can obtain what we're looking for, the faster we'll be out of your town.
Well, you're stuck here for, what is it, 26 more days? 24 more days? Something like. Hmm. Very well. He kind of shuffles to the back. Don't think it'll be of much good for you. Hang on. I'm getting
Thank you, my
a-
lady.
Let's get you a crude looking map of Harrowstone off the internet that's not late.
Did you seriously not have a map ready for us to look at if we managed to succeed?
No,
Because you didn't expect us to succeed?
Come on, man. Where's your faith in your players?
ignore the S's and question marks because I've changed stuff.
Ignore the
And
who's
you
it was
just
it?
map the S and the question mark. So he hands you the map of it. As you see, it's 3 floors. Now, begone.
Thank you, miss. This is very helpful, and you're all doing wonderful work for this great village. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And they kind of motion you along.
Well, here you are,
And now I'm
Prentice.
done with research.
Woo!
Well, gentlemen, we have our map. And lady. Excuse me, Zarkling.
All right. Well, I got one a hero card reading. I'm kind of interested. Besides, might give us some good information.
Let's go. Practice, you're coming with us.
Yay.
You open up the door, jump in the shop. She sees you. Return with your friends, have you?
Yeah, we found everyone.
Very well. She motions to a table. Have a seat. I will light the incense, and we'll need to hold hands while we commune with the spirit world.
We hold Prentice tightly.
Yep. He's sitting right next to us. Right between Ash and me.
All right. So she starts chanting things in Verisian, and her eyes go solid white for a moment and turn back to her normal self, and she lights some incense, looks at you. So, who would like to learn of their fate first?
Fuck it, I've been trying
Me.
things all day.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Alright, she reaches to her deck, looks at Ash, pulls a card, and on the card, when she flips it, is a bear holding a staff, riding a unicycle.
Go
He
ahead,
looks.
Pappy.
Hmm. I've drawn the bear for you. Card of someone strong. Uh, but very well can be made of a fool. Be careful, something may trick you in the future. You wouldn't want to be your own circus now, would you?
No, I wouldn't. You have no idea how appropriate that card was.
Who is?
Well, I suppose I shall go next.
Okay. She reaches in the deck and she pulls a card and she flips it. It just looks at it and mutters, "No shit." She flips the card, and on it is a man in bright white armor. On the bottom is labeled the Paladin. And it's like, well, this card generally means someone is going to be very courageous and very strong against something evil. She kind of looks at you. Doesn't seem to really tell you much here, but I guess I should give you the warning of the paladins of old sometimes run headfirst into things without quite thinking about them. And that could be a very poor fate. So I guess be careful in that regard. Make sure to know what you're running into before running into something.
Well, if I run into evil, evil shall run into my sword.
As the cards would say. Next.
Let's give Prentice a go.
Hey, don't go volunteering me.
Prentice, you say?
Yes.
Prentice
doesn't-
didn't say anything. Why don't you go with the devil over there?
He doesn't seem to like such things as Harrow cards and ghosts and everything, so...
Excuse me. I do not have a single problem with Harrow cards, considering I get bent over by the forces of divination every day anyway.
Very well. We'll start with you, Valrin, and then we'll go to Princess and end with Zar.
Okay.
So, she pulls the card, looks at it, looks at you, Valrin. Kind of has a very weird look on her face. Plays it down. Well, this one's called the Uprising. On the card, you see a multitude of peasants wearing very tattered clothing, carrying pitchforks and torches. She looks. I hope this doesn't reference the town. But it seems an angry populace is in your future.
Great. I already knew I was going to have problems with them, but this just makes it even better.
Oh, Princess. You say you have a touch of the divine every day. Well, let's see what you get. She looks at you for a second, reaches to the deck, closes her eyes, draws a card, pulls it out, plays it down. On this card is a giant that is laughing hilariously. Written on the bottom of the card is the joke.
The Joker?
The joke.
The joke. Okay, I didn't know if it sounded like it cut out.
Joke's on me all the time.
Or you are the joke. Oh.
She looks. Well, quite obvious you are going to either be the subject of a very cruel joke or be a joke yourself. I guess the future is to see.
Sounds about right.
Oh, and Czar. What does Czar get? She looks at you, reaches down, draws the card. On it is a dwarf with a pint of ale in his hand and a tap in the other. This one's called the Tapped Dwarf. Well, I've very
Sounds
rarely
like my
drawn
kind
this
of party.
one. Obviously, you have a good time in your future. Looks like you're going to enjoy quite a few drinks. That's a very light fate compared to these others. I don't suppose you're going to sneak away from them, are you?
Time may never tell.
Well, you know, the fate is very limited on what we can see into the future. And I hope I have given you some insight. So, the cards are only as reliable as they can be drawn. It is a interesting situation, of course. You know, the future is never fully set. You may take actions to avoid these fates. And she snuffs out the incense.
Oh, thank you. We'll take these words to heart.
Yes, yes. Mm. Be careful about some of the people in town, Valorant. That card does not bode well. Not with the things I've heard. And she kind of pats you on the shoulder.
Anyone in particular I should be watching out for? Meow.
I would say it would be one of the peasants. The merchant folk of the town are generally much more well behaved. And she kind of goes back to working in the back of her.
Thank you very much.
And it
Thank you.
is probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now.
Well,
Really?
Yep. It was a pretty busy morning for you guys. Y'all did a lot of shit.
woo! Yeah, we really didn't take all that much time to do that, though. So, it's
Yep.
that's why it's not that late.
probably step out of the shop first.
Yeah.
Jaminda waves to you as y'all exit.
We wave as we leave.
Good day, miss.
So, we still have time?
Well, how far away is Harrowstone from here? Just across the river? Or is it a bit further than that?
GM info, it is about an hour walk to Harrowstone.
Our walk
So
puts
it's
us
not
at
too
3.
far out of town.
Well, we did promise the sheriff we'd be there tonight for his little monument sting thing, because we think it might happen again tonight. But that probably won't happen until 12. We have 10 hours, though we will probably want to get some rest. It'll take an hour to get there, an hour to get back. Lord knows how long in there. We can probably scout out the outside and get a little bit of the first level and get back in time to get a meal and some rest before the sheriff comes knocking.
Sounds good to me.
That works.
Anyone else disagree or agree?
What did you do? Eat?
Let's get this over with.
Alright, well, we've seen zombies, or probably ghosts. I have these arrows. I mean, I could pass them out, but they'll be better flying from a bow than being wielded in someone's hand. Althorp, you can smite evil. Oracle, well, you can cast things. Uh, you other two, what can you do if we come across a ghost?
I can do nothing against a ghost.
Zarkly?
I can wave at him.
Alright, so we should probably... Oh, crap. These files at Ghost Siphon that we found. We'll give them to you two. However, we might want to ask Jaminda about them. We should have done that before we left.
Well, why don't you run back inside and ask her?
How about we give them to you two and you can go ask if she'll be using them? I hand them my vial of Ghost Siphon.
Haunt siphon
Okay.
technically, but yes.
Of what?
Haunt siphon.
You totally said ghost before. Whatever.
No, I didn't.
Same
It
difference.
You
says
said-
haunt.
I totally wrote a ghost because I heard ghost.
It
It said
was-
haunt.
Haunt.
At one point, he did say
Whatever.
ghost siphon. I'm behind you on that one.
Alright, just... It's what I heard, it's what I wrote. It is what it is.
All hands are clean mine.
So that means I have 2 and Zarklin has 2, correct?
Unless either of you want mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Keep it back up. You want to give it to too few people.
You should probably give it to Prentice.
Yeah, I somehow don't think ghosts are going to work well with it anyway. As in, I think he'll run away before he gets a chance to use them.
True.
Well, why don't you go ask Jaminda real quick, and when you get back, we'll head out.
You walk back into the shop. Jominda is putting a little doll onto the wall that looks like it's made of straw.
Hello again.
Back so soon. Afraid of fate, are you?
Not afraid of fate, just trying to gain information on how to use this. And I hold up the vial, and then meow.
Uh, she looks at you. Kind of funny when you meow. Oh, never mind. So, as I told you before, these are a haunt siphon, and when you're around a ghost that's or spirit that is of lesser power, you pop the cork on it. The vapors inside will spew out, grab the ghost, and attempt to pull it into the vial. Whenever the vapors turn green inside the vial, you seal it back up. However, some ghosts are stronger than what you can capture in one of these, but they will nonetheless pull some of its essence away. And you will know when the trap is full, this haunt siphon, and she kind of points on the lid. There's a little gem on the top of it. When this gem glows, the amount that this haunt siphon can absorb is full and pretty much useless. At that point, you could throw it to negative energy if it was to bust, but it would release the spirit again, of course.
So, how many ghosts can this hold?
That depends on the power of the spirit in question. It may hold 5 or 6. It may not even hold one. It depends on what you encounter.
Alright. And you said it would release the ghost if it was broken.
Correct.
Is there a safe way of disposing it without the chance of releasing the ghost?
Mm, Well, Priest of Pharasma could send the ghost on its way to judgment, I'm sure.
And once the priest has sent the ghost along, does the vial become usable again, or is it just empty?
It would be a very fancy glass vial. Its magical properties inert.
Alright. Zarkline, do you think that is enough information for us?
I can't think of anything else.
Well, thank you very much, and we will be on our way.
She nods. Well, best of luck to you. They re-emerge from the shop. I guess if he's bioing, I will bio it as well.
Actually, I'm back. But go on.
I'm
All right.
yeah. Brady went away, so I was like, I'll take that chance to go away as well.
So it's almost 10 o'clock. Are we able to get there and back in a reasonable amount of time, really?
I mean, we can stop at any point. It depends on. I mean, it's one of those where we can stop the session wherever you feel like, even, and if we want to end on the cliffhanger, even better. So if y'all want to keep going, you can.
Well, it's kind of a perfect stopping point right here. Right before we go off.
Yep. I know Czar has to be going off earlier than normal today as well, so I'd say just, yeah, y'all can come to a consensus on how much longer you want to play, or if y'all want to stop now, or that kind of stuff.
I mean,
If we
I'm
want to stop
assuming we'll
now,
walk.
it is a good
Okay.
stopping point.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen when we get there. Might be a lot of shit going down. Might have to run after Prentice through the woods after a ghost pops up behind him.
You don't know that.
Better not. Kick him in the face.
It seems everyone's here, so y'all can make y'all's decision. I'm fine
I'm
with
okay
going
with
as long as y'all
stopping.
want to go. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it kind of really is an awesome stopping point. Just
All right.
before we go off and start doing mini things.
Okie dokie. So we'll end on a non-cliffhanger for once. That works.
Not a cliffhanger, but a build-up.
Yep. As they set forth towards Harrowstone. Okay. That'll do.
Woo! Meow.
Alright. Very roleplay heavy session. Not much really got done, but hey. Y'all are now got the framework of going over where y'all want to go, so.
Exactly. And Prentice can stop being a little, I need to know more, bitch.
You really think just because we're finally going into the prison that Prentice is going to stop looking for research?
No.
Y'all haven't
But-
even started researching the Whispering Way.
I swear, Kurt.
Yep. Well, here's what we did do. We did find things out for Jaminda. Where that's everything we needed to know. We
Yep.
did. We got free tarot card readings. Get a little bit about the future. We did get a map of Harrowstone.
We
It
didn't
might not be the
get
most
one, we
useful
got to
ever.
see one.
Thought we got one.
You got one.
Oh,
All right.
well,
Valoran's hair is now turquoise and he's saying meow.
meow.
And he made some gold. Meow. And we're midday about to set off. So.
Yep. And do you know what? You made 500 experience.
Woo!
I dinged.
Okay, so explain that again. I do not remember. You just put it up to 5,000 and put it up to 3, and then it'll change the cap.
Yep. You'll change 3 on both pages, the about and the main.
Oh yeah, the main 3.
And you will need to go in and allocate your skill points.
Woo!
Level 3, you get a feat, so you get to choose a feat. Do that before next session.
Damn it! Now I'm gonna have to get an extra boot.
And you also can choose to roll your HP if you wish.
I got armor training. Yay.
Oh god, rolling HP.
Right now?
Yeah, you just you leveled up to level 3 at the end of the session.
All right, I got 11. That's pretty good.
Yep, the 500 XP you got should put you up to barely being level. Ouch.
Ugh.
You
It's
So I
can
can
hero
use,
point that.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
our it's
So that
our
I would take the 5 or
Yep, you would take the 5.
it's our hit die.
Also, we'll pull
I'm
hit
just
dice
taking
plus
the
con
average.
modifier.
Two.
So I don't remember what your constitution score is, Stu. So if you have a if you have a con modifier, you add to that as well.
right.
7. So if I get less than I'm just trying to re-go over it. If I get less than a 7, then I'd just hero point it, and because my HP gained is 7, and then my hit dice should be 10, plus my modifier, which should be I think 12, or not 12, but it
Yep.
would take it up to 12.
Okay.
So.
And we did get another hero point for leveling, right?
Yep.
You do get a hero point every time you, and you cap out at 3. So if you've never spent a hero point, you now have max hero point.
Oh yeah, I'm good with that. Got a 10. And I just changed it on the level plan.
Yep, on level plan.
So, just like that.
So, do you want to keep that or hero point it?
I'll keep it.
Okay. I guess, yeah, you're only gonna gain 1 HP if you hero point it, so but why not, just take the 1 left?
Taking one less can lead up to a lot less if you do it each time.
20 HP less in the grand scheme of things if it's 1 less every time.
That can end up being pretty bad.
Okay.
I get my blood sanctuary.
Just what a devil needs. A sanctuary of blood.
Yep.
FYI, where you will be picking up next session.
On the Harrowstone grounds. So much fun.
Yeah. And if y'all need any advice or questions, etc., when it comes to feats, feel free to ask me anytime during the week. Text me, grab me in vent. I'm normally in the KDO channel. Or the KDO vent, so you can just grab me there.
My choice was easy. Weapon, focus.
Yep.
Don't remember what mine. Well, I don't know.
Next level is when the hurt starts.
I think it's same here for me. Yeah, next level's when I start bumping up. Actually, no, 5th level. Sorry.
Well, all right, guys.